Hi, my name is Megan and this is my Demo Day 2 presentation. So the concept of my project is problems in the food industry. There are so many, but these are kind of the five that I wanted to focus on. So food waste, about 40% of the food that we produce here in America just goes to waste and it is not consumed by anyone. With global warming and everything going on, that's a huge issue that needs to be addressed. Accessibility to fresh fruits and vegetables, whether that's food deserts, so not being within a couple miles and not having transportation to get to the nearest place to purchase fruits and vegetables, or that could be the high cost of healthy foods. If you've ever walked through the grocery store and through the produce aisle, you realize just how expensive it can be to eat these healthy foods. So that can also inhibit someone from having access to them. Also, nutrition education. There's a huge population that just does not know how to incorporate these fruits and vegetables into their daily lives. I know even when I walk through the produce aisle, there are so many vegetables that I have no idea how I would even begin to cook that. So that can be really intimidating to people to not know how to serve that particular item to their family. So that can be a big reason as to why people would not choose to eat healthier foods. And that leads into obesity among low-income populations. Yes, I know obesity is an issue among all populations, but this is just what I wanted to focus on for my project. So my research findings, I kind of decided after all of my research that I wanted to focus on this low-income population and create a solution so they would have easier access to fresh fruits and vegetables and be able to learn how to incorporate them into their lives. So my big finding was that this population is not likely to go out and seek a food delivery service. It's going to have to be presented to them. And then what are the big reasons why this low-income population doesn't tend to eat healthier just as of now? Money is a huge issue, just that high cost of the fresh fruits and vegetables, a lack of knowledge about how to serve them, and then lack of access to them as well. And then I want to do some research on what is the best way to get access to them, and I found that that's going to be through creating an app. About 71% of this low-income population owns a smartphone, while only 54% own a laptop, so an app is going to be better for this population than a website would be. So my proposal, up here in the corner I have pictures of some of my competitors. So Misfits Markets and A Perfectly Imperfect Produce are some of the companies that use this business model already. So they go directly to the farmers and buy the unwanted, whether that's ugly or a little bit damaged produce that the grocery stores did not want to buy, and they buy it at a lower price, so it can be up to 40% less than grocery store prices. They box them up and ship them directly to consumers, so then the consumers can buy them at a low price and get them delivered directly to their doorsteps. I think this is a great business model to access this low-income market that I'm talking about, but I wanted to add a few things to make mine different and better for the market that I'm targeting. So I'm adding an educational element with recipes and information about the produce that they receive in each box so that they can really learn how to incorporate these in their everyday lives. And then also I'm going to accept SNAP benefits, which is just the rebranded name of food stamps. And then I'm going to create an app, not a website, because like I said in the slide before, that is more accessible to them with the technology that they tend to have. So my deliverables are personas, which I had completed at the last demo day. The branding guide, again, had completed at the last demo day. And then my marketing campaign is going to be the last thing that I create. Also, packaging design, I'm working on that now and hoping to finish that soon. And an app design as well, I'm kind of in the same place. So where was I last demo day? Like I said before, I had had the personas and branding completed, a very rough draft of the packaging design, and I had not started yet on the recipe cards. I had created a first draft of the app, but I didn't like it at all, so I kind of scrapped it and started over. I feel a lot better of where I'm at now. I have the personas and branding completed, like I said before. My packaging design is almost done. First draft of the recipe cards is completed, and I have an interactive app completed that I'm pretty happy with. So just going back through my personas, my first one here is Jada. She's a single mom. Her son is obese and he's on track to develop diabetes at a very young age. She's ready to make some real lifestyle changes, not only for herself, but to get her son on the right track as well. She doesn't really know how to prepare many fruits and vegetables, so she's really ready to learn how to do that. She is on food stamps, so she's going to have to make sure that she has a service that's within her budget and understands her needs. Persona 2, here is Anna. She's getting married in about 6 months. She wants to learn how to cook some healthy meals and really change her whole lifestyle before she enters this new stage of her life when she's married and moving in with her husband. She has been in this low income population her whole life. When she was young, she was always been overweight. Her family ate a lot of fast food and stuff, so she just doesn't really know a lot about nutrition and how to eat healthy. So she's looking for a service or a company that's gonna really teach her these skills that she's looking for as she enters this new stage of her life. So my branding here, I am pretty happy with it. Besides the font, I'm really struggling with this Acme Gothic compressed font. I had originally chosen it because I liked how it looked next to the logo, the Rescued Produce words in that font next to the logo, but I'm kind of starting to second guess that now that I've seen it on all of the different material that I've created. So if you have any suggestions as to what I should change that to, or just different looks, then that would be very helpful. So this is the first draft of the app that I had created. I really did not like it. I felt that it looked really childish. Just all the different buttons and the really rounded look was very cartoonish. The gray background was not doing it for me. The font I didn't like as well. Just really overall was not happy with this. So I created this second draft, which I'm going to show you the interactive version. So I'm just going to click through it right here. So this is the onboarding process. What fruits and vegetables did you like? You would choose them. Which ones do you want to try? SNAP benefits, so we are going to accept these, so we're going to have to get that information from the user if they would like to use them or if they even are on them. This would be the home screen, so you can have easy access to buy your next box. You can review your last box. You can put in what produce that you really liked or really didn't like to be able to personalize those next boxes that you would then buy. So shop here, the different options that we have. The produce, we can list what's currently in stock and you can learn a little bit about them there. The recipes here, it's going to show a bunch of different recipes that you can use. So even if you didn't get these items in your box and you just went out and bought them, you can get the recipes directly from our app. The account here, so just all of your information. We're going to store your credit card information, SNAP benefits, things like that. The onboarding process is going to give you a recommended box based on how many mouths you say you're feeding and things like that. We just really want to make the whole app as easy to use as possible for this target market, the low-income population, so that it would be realistic that they would actually come back and be users of it. And then shopping cart, so if you chose the medium box here, this is what the shopping cart would look like. If you want to check out, it would be really easy to check out. You can use your credit card, you can use SNAP benefits, whatever payment method you put in, your shipping address, you can change it if you need to, and then buy it so your order is confirmed. Enjoy your box. Yeah, so that's just kind of where I'm at right now on that. I would love any tips or suggestions on how to make that better. And then, so this is the first draft of my packaging that I created. Obviously, I know this is very unprofessional looking. It was just taped on this box. I just wanted to start getting ideas of what it was going to look like. I realized these designs were way too much. There's way too many colors, too many images. So I thought I was going to be able to use the makerspace to create some vinyl stickers to make it look a lot more professional than just cut paper. However, I don't have access to that now that we're remote, so I had to figure out another solution. So I actually went out and bought sticker paper and created this next draft. I really simplified the designs, just made it very centered around the brand and focused on what we're all about, rescuing the people from their unhealthy habits, and then also rescuing the produce from going to waste as well. So I understand that the box is a little rough and stuff. I'm going to create a next draft and iterate on this one, but I am a lot happier with how this turned out than my first draft. Recipe cards, so here's where I'm at in those. These would be two separate pages, if that makes sense, so just cut down the center where that white line is. What I'm going to add on the recipes, like how many people the recipe would serve. I feel like that's really useful information. And then also how long you can save the food in the fridge for leftovers. Since these are the low-income population, leftovers are probably going to be pretty key in just knowing how long this can last, so I think that's going to be useful information there. And then where am I going from here? So I'm going to create both print and email marketing material to make sure that I'm bringing the information about my service to these consumers. I'm going to test the app with users to find any issues that I am not seeing with it, as I'm the creator, so I've looked at it way too much already. And then also make any changes to the recipe cards that I see fit. And then I'm going to figure out how I'm going to put this whole project into my portfolio at the end of the semester. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I would appreciate any suggestions, but yes, thanks for watching my demo day 2.